I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around that training regime that we just saw there from Erin Brooks.
Did you see the jumps, flips, and into like
grabbing
like whatever was thrown at her?
Meets, I don't know, gymnastics, something. The left, but Molly keeping her honest, and she goes. Here we go, Erin Brooks. Huge tail sliding snap to start it off, but goes down. As we've already seen in the past couple of heats, Jesse, you've been mentioning it. Second wave of the set. Cleaner, glassier, and it's true. And that's weird. Back-to-back bails. And speaking of taking control, power surfing from Erin Brooks. Second turn was vicious.
I mean, very critical. Beautiful closeout. She kind of goes sideways, but manages to get critical on that coping. As she stomps on that back foot, you can see the power of the lip kind of pushing her board, almost touching her back, and then
so good, and that can give you energy and just give you stoke. We'll see if that turn helps Erin Brooks fire this heat up, as now we see M.Picklum. Quick layback snap to start this wave, gets around the section. This wave has a bit of a slower pace to it, kind of flatter on the face. She's kind of just putting it together, but nothing super flashy yet. We'll see what this wave does on the inside. It's kind of just staying the same.
That was some bonus section on the inside.
Her serve way better than that, but that wave was kind of just a little bit weird. So here's the second wave of the set.
And like you see it, that is cleaner. This wave also, I felt like it lacked a little bit of coping, like curve on the wave, but it is clean, which is nice. And then she does as much as she could on those sections. Started off with a nice like layback snap, and right here it felt like it finished it off, but then it kind of like hits that little inside point, and it starts to stretch down and get steep again. And
so a lot of work done there by M.Picklum. We'll see if the judges are buying it. We see a quick series of backside whips from Caroline Marks, and the Erin Brooks Caroline Marks comparisons. We're starting to see that now unfold. Both these surfers with the most lethal backside whips in the business. These long, tapered off right-handers really suiting their styles. More great surfing from Caroline Marks.
Yeah, let's see what happened here on the beginning of this wave. Nice floater down the line, gets up in vertical. Down the line once again, climbing that foam. This wave just very flat, kind of similar to Molly's wave on the beginning. Never really gave the coping and the criticalness that those surfers were hoping for, but finish it off strong.
I'll say great surfing. So 10 minutes left here. Caroline Marks is in the lead. 5.6 her high mark, trying to get rid of a 1.5. M.Picklum looking left. She's trying to prove to the world that her backhand is just as good as Brooks and Marks, and that first turn was a hammer. Comes around this section on the inside. Nice little bowl to work with. So a great series of backhand hooks for M.Picklum. That's more like it.
Well done for Molly.
Team is hyped.
Stand by.
Yeah.
The board, how much pressure she got off that first bottom turn right here. As you see it, she opens up those arms, gets up in vertical. You're gonna see the fins of the board going out the back of the wave, comes out clean. Another once again gets that board release, and right here I just thought was very smart. I just need to finish. Like, I don't need to do anything else. This is gonna be
ripping. True surf is so fun. You can catch any wave you want on your phone. Erin Brooks looking like she is in a video game right now. Slashing, bashing this wall all the way down the line. Another quick snap there for Erin Brooks. This wave is the gift that just keeps on giving. Comes through the inside. Big finish there. That is the backup score she wanted and needed, and that right there is potentially going to flip this heat on its head.
kind of makes something out of nothing. Starts it off with the foam climb, opens up her arm spring, and then gets up in vertical. Fierce. Very composed throughout the whole wave, and then that wave cleans up. She gets up in vertical for the third time in a row, and finish it off strong. Apples to apples. I guess we'll get back to that after Caroline's wave right now.
Caroline now gets busy. A couple backhand whips of her own, but the wave just kind of gets wonky underneath her. The final turn is a no-go.
It makes it look much bigger and much more powerful, and that's what I think the judges caught the attention and gave that wave an 8. And Caroline Marks does the same thing as M.Picklum, just more mature surfers, heavier footed. And
head to the ER, and that is a scary, scary round because it is filled with some of the world's best. Can't wait to see what happens there. Well, we're going to flip the script and head to the men's elimination round.